Hello everybody, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to how to dock a space shuttle, no, a spacecraft in space in not simple rockets, space flight simulator. Alright, so right now what I'm doing is, I'm currently building a rocket. It's just a simple rocket with a thing on there. Don't mind that right there, it's just me turning down my volume, it was really annoying. Anyway, so right now I'm just building a rocket. So all you gotta do is build a command pod, docking port, and RCS thrusters. Also, one quick tip: when you're working with RCS thrusters, always put batteries on the same spacecraft. Right? I'll tell you why in a little bit. But just always do it. Always find room for batteries. I mean, even if you want to use solar panels as well, they always work together. So like as you can see now, my spacecraft is coming into view now. Simple two RCS thrusters, two batteries on there. Later on I'm gonna put parachutes on here. Yeah. Alright. Um yeah, I basically just told you the whole thing. So yeah, so what I like doing is I like doing that. Like basic fuel tank. On this one I put another one at the bottom, you'll see here in a second. I really wish I could time lapse this. It goes on for hours. And then build that tiny little thing there. So the reason I extend the fairings down is so there's no mistake at all. It's like before I was doing this, I was testing around a little bit. I would keep on clicking the fairing, but I would accidentally detach it. The detachment, not the fairings, and it's always catastrophe because you have to restart the flight, the whole dang flight. It's really annoying. You might find that annoying as well. Alright, as you can see here, I put that medium fuel tank underneath that large fuel tank, mainly because it just has more fuel in it, you know. I keep so like another life tip is always use a stylus. I have like fat thumbs, so like it always helps me. Right here I wasn't using a stylus, so that's why I kept like clicking random buttons. No, so I add those two fuel tanks on the sides. Yeah, and four engines on the bottom, two on the sides. Mainly because like it's just, I don't know why. I just like doing it that way. It's more efficient in my opinion. And yeah, that's basically it right there. And so you gotta save that craft. Quick secret, I actually like snipped a little bit here. I don't know how to spell tutorial. Like don't roast me please, but like I don't know how to spell tutorial, so I just said 101. And out here I say it says I forgot to put parachutes on in a minute here. Alright, click play. Yeah, I don't have parachutes. Just gotta lower those RCS thrusters and yeah, put the parachutes on. Actually, there's a little glitch in the game. If you don't put the side parachutes on right, they'll extend backwards. That's what happens here at the end. And like a long time. Yeah, this is a long video. It's like 22 minutes. So, all right. So I fix that up, put the fairings back on, and now we're ready to launch. Yeah, so I click play here in a second. Any second now. There we go. Alright, so the first thing I always do is turn those the two side engines on, and make sure it can actually lift the rocket. Then you're gonna find what you want to talk to. I just deleted that thing. Oh, I like keep my space clean, and that was just what I was testing before. So when you set what you want to talk at, so the first thing you do, the second thing you do actually, is find your target and set it as your target. And then you're gonna want to put it, time lapse it, so it's just, I missed it there, but just so it's at the right spot there. Just so it's like right there, like that's like a little, right there is perfect. Like a little more, maybe you're right there. It's perfect. So you're gonna go straight on and turn on those engines. Here I like giving myself a little more acceleration. So man, I just turn those two engines on, just for a little quick little boost. Yeah, it's like you can see my acceleration. No, my velocity is going up a little bit faster now. So then you can see you got this is all about time. There's like a gap here for timing. It's a beautiful gap, right? It's a tough one, but it's a gap. Alright, so it's really slowly coming along, ever so slowly. Alright, not too shabby. Alright, so right now you can see that the closest approach is on the right side of my arch there. So when that happens, you just want to fire your rocket straight up. So then you can see it slowly go to the tip. But if it's on the left side, you want to quickly go to the right, if that makes any sense. Yeah, so you can see it's like really close, but not quite perfect, right? So I go all the way to the right and blast it perfectly. This actually turned out really perfectly. I didn't think it would be this good. But as you can see, it goes right there and perfect right there. It's actually not too bad, but it's yeah, not the best either. All right, so right here, this is where it gets kind of tricky. If you didn't time it right, this part right here doesn't work. So you're gonna want to leave a good little gap there, because the way this works is, as you can see, our velocity is only like 300. Its velocity is like in the thousands. So like we're gonna get up to speed, and right as we get there, we want to be able to like. It's really hard to explain. So we're accelerating right until it like we're perfect speed with it right next to it. Yeah. All right, you can see it's like, as you can see, it's like we're speeding up and it's going fast. So it looks like that gap is decreasing slowly, but slower. Yeah, that makes sense. But what you want to watch out for is make sure there's not such a big gap when you reach a low Earth orbit like we have now. And right now, as you can see, our orbit is bigger than it, so that means it's going to go faster than we are. Wait. No, ours is slower than it. Actually, hold on. Yeah, ours was bigger, so that means it was going faster. I don't know why it changed this up. Like, it was really useless. Right now, we're going faster than it, so we speed up a little bit. This is totally on accident, guys. Don't. Please don't roast me for that. So you're going to do is going to time warp a little bit. And if you want to fix this problem that we have here, want to burn outwards, like I'm doing now. Any second, gotta burn. Oh, right now I'm taking off the fairings. I should have done that before. Turn the RCS thrusters on. See, my thumbs are huge. I keep clicking random buttons. And turn that on. So then you see that was making it kind of like a triangle. So eventually we meet up, but not really, if you know what that means. Yeah, so as you can see, we then go here, right there. We then extend our orbit a little bit, right? Extend our orbit so our orbit's over it. That means it's going faster. So like, remember, a faster orbit is a smaller orbit. It's like under, right? So then we're getting right there, and this is what I like. So this is what I like to call like you're merging in and out of the fast lane, you know. So like now we're merging back into the fast lane because it's going fast now. So right as we get right to where it is, we're gonna be pretty met up by then. Alright, see, I timed it kind of like messed up there with my big fat thumbs. So I really messed up that time. So now we're going like really fast, like a lot faster than it is right now. So okay, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to make it. I'm merging right now out of the fast lane so it can be in the fast lane, right? So I'm merging out of the fast lane. So then it can go faster, then we can meet up and then merge into each other. Alright, so right here is pretty good. No, actually, almost. And so I start the merge now. So then right when I want it, we can merge together. As you see, beautiful. That's a beautiful merge right there. And right here, I flip it backwards so we can then counter our merge. So then we're in the same orbit, right? Got to do it right about there. All right. You gotta go burn. So like, you know, when you're docking, if you're going too fast, you do go down. I don't know how to explain it right now. I can show you in a little bit. It's gonna happen here. Just look at that. Look at that. And see how I totally predicted this. Now we have the same orbit. And if we zoom out a little bit, we can see the space station just down there. If you like 100 meters away. So this is where it gets kind of fun. You zoom in really close, and you just act as if you were not in orbit. You're just kind of floating towards each other. So now I burnt closer, and time warp. See how we're getting closer now? I'm getting really close now. It's really small still though. So we go here, and I try to counter that burn. Countered that burn. Nice and good. Now I'm going a little too fast, so I gotta recounter that. Easy peasy. I kind of like lost a little bit, but I caught myself, right? So what I did is I burnt. It's kind of self-explanatory. You just burn towards the thing, and like hopefully you don't crash. And you can still see they're kind of small there, so they're not as close as for comfort as I'd like, you know. All right. So now you can see it burn a little bit closer. We then get a lot closer. At this point, if you run out of fuel, like, wait, hold on. You probably shouldn't run out of fuel. Hold on. At this point, you don't really need your engine. You can just use your RCS thrusters. But I was super impatient and just used my engines most of the time. But you can see that it's fairly suddenly, like, quick little clicks there, you know. Alright. I could probably zoom in a little bit more, but I didn't. Wait. No, I couldn't have. Sorry. Alright, you can see our orbits are coming really close. I'm getting there. So this is just really slight and slow movements. You go with the RCS thrusters, left, 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 until you get close and you go all the way to the right. And now we're just drifting towards the space station. We're just letting physics do its thing now. Making sure we're in line with that right wing there. Ever so closely. This part is the most satisfying part of the whole operation. You just drift until you just line it. Make sure you don't break anything. Also, I forgot to mention, this is just the basic version. I didn't buy the full version yet. So yeah, this is just like, yeah, everyone has this. As you can see, I docked, and this next part is a bit like weird. Like, you wouldn't know why anyone in their right mind would want to do this. But as you can see, I soon click on my ship and the space station, and I drain my whole fuel tank out of my ship into the station. You might be wondering, what the heck, wouldn't you do the opposite, fill your ship with the fuel? But no, you wouldn't. Which you wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't, because I know what I'm doing, right? I mean, I don't know how do I explain it so it's not weird. So like, it's a really weird feature of the game. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like that or if it's just like a glitch. I don't know. I discovered it just with me and my dad playing. We just discovered it, you know. So yeah, this is the space station. I built this whole thing using the same exact method. This is what I'm doing now. I'm like, this is how NASA does it. All right. It doesn't break any physics, and the astronauts have oxygen for the whole time. The way other people do it is they match the orbit, wait 500 years in the time warp until they're close enough to just coast into docking. It's like that's not the way to do it. That's not the way to do it. All right, as you can see here, 0 fuel in my ship, no fuel. I turn off my engine. I undock, and look here. I can turn my RCS on and use them. What the heck? Look in the bottom left corner. No power. I mean, lots of power, 0 fuel. That's like. Let me unleash my secret here. Batteries can power RCS thrusters, right? But just remember, you have to have so it requires a fuel tank, right? You have to have a fuel tank on there, or else it doesn't work. So yeah, that's my wisdom right there. All right, so now it's time for the descent or the ascent stage. I don't know. It's time to go away back to Earth now. We just made our fuel transfer. Yeah, on dock. Get away from the space station. All right. We then go into we go to the correct spot in the orbit. I like landing as close to the launch pad as I can. I don't know, it's just like something I do. Anyway, so we get here, go to a retrograde station. A retrograde. Yeah, that's what it's called, retrograde. There's a prograde and retrograde. Yeah, so we go there, just shipping against, and click the left the left RCS thruster and the bottom RCS thruster at the same time, and it makes it so we can do the retrograde burn with just RCS thrusters. Alright. Alright, we have touchdown almost. So then we can time warp all the way to us going to Earth. You can also see the space station is out of view. I don't know why I did that. Go time warp and land. Go to the atmosphere. So this is another thing I like doing. I like seeing if I can stay with my bottom facing the Earth as long as I can. Or so you see the arrow. I like facing the opposite of where I'm going for as long as I can. I just feel like it makes the velocity go down faster. I don't know why. Or then we just lose it. Yeah, I lost it already. So what I've also found out is if you burn backwards, your velocity goes down slower. But if you go burn, it's like slightly going, like the velocity is going down faster. If that makes any sense. So I do that for a little bit, and I just drop it. So it's not really worth it to do all this for long. Almost there. And parachute 1 deployed, parachute 2 deployed, and as you can see, they're backwards. I don't know why the game does that. It's like a glitch or something in the system. I don't know. I do that for fun. And yeah, so yeah, alright, so this has been fun. Well, this is the end of the video, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. Well, if this helped you, please like and subscribe. I don't know. Like and subscribe if this helped you in any way. Oh, that's it. Bye.